your experience was?
First I began to feel strange, like I was suffocating from the inside, but there was no clinical explanation for it. One Friday evening I met with 3 Christian friends, but before we went out, they had to go to a group of other young people to pray. So I tagged along. The young woman in the group began to say things which only I knew. She said, "Stop your boasting. You've got nothing to boast about. Salvation comes by faith, not works. You did not choose me, I chose you. The only thing you will ever have to boast about is that I, and I alone, who have saved you." I was terrified.
Then what did you do?
I gasped. It's true, there really is a God, and he knows exactly what I think. Then suddenly there was a violent rushing wind from above. It filled the room and penetrated both my eardrums, but no damage was done. My whole body was filled with this powerful but gentle wind. The suffocating stopped and I could breathe properly again. There was no wind outside, and as the doors and windows were closed, there was no door.
Wow, so it really did change your opinion of God. How has your life changed?
My life hasn't changed drastically, but I now live by the morals of a Christian, and I now feel comfortable with my life and future.
Wonderful story, Simon. Thank you for coming in today and sharing your experience. Here now is Rebecca Howard with another story. Hi. Hi, Jane. So Rebecca, I understand that you experienced what people call a modern-day miracle.
Yes, it was about 7 years ago. I went on holiday to California to visit family, but I'd not long had my baby girl. I had never experienced a hurricane, so I thought nothing of it. Later on, I was putting out some washing and the wind got stronger. I heard some people scream, "Run, it's coming!" So I moved the sheet out of the way to see what was coming. It was too late. My baby was gone, and it all went black.
Oh no, you must have been distraught.
I was a total wreck. I went to my auntie's local church and I prayed to the Lord to protect my baby, even though I'd never believed in God before. As I was walking back to my family's house from the church, I heard a cry from the bushes. I looked, and it was my baby, without a scratch in her. I think God saved her that day.
That's amazing. Such an inspirational story. And thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Rebecca Howard. That's an astonishing story so far, but after the break, no more. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to the Jane Campbell Show. Today's show is dedicated to religious experiences and ordinary people's amazing stories. With us now are brother and sister Charlie and Georgia Taylor. Hi guys. So I understand you had a newness experience. What is this?
It is when you have a feeling of the presence of someone greater than you. Me and Georgia were home alone because our mum and dad were out, and then suddenly I felt a sharp pain in my head and everything went black. Georgia immediately started to panic and didn't know what to do, as she was only 11 at the time.
I decided to lie him down on the sofa and get a fan for his head, but his eyes started to roll back into his head. I was so scared.
Gosh, that must have been scary to see your older brother like that. What did you do?
There wasn't much I could do, but hope he would be okay. But in that moment, all the doors and windows slammed shut, and it wasn't windy at all outside.
I started to see a bright white light, and a huge bolt went through my body as if I was being cured. Then I could see clear as day. I sat up trying to recall what just happened.
After doing some research on the internet, we believe that God saved Charlie that day, and we are so thankful.
Unbelievable. Thank you for coming in today, kids. Now there is one more type of religious experience, and this is called prayer experience. And Gary Doyle has sent us an email and telling us of his experience. He said, "Dear Jane, we are not a religious family at all, and we have not really taught our daughter about Christianity, but she has been learning about it at school. One day, we had some horrific news that my wife's father had a heart attack and was in hospital and was only a 20% chance of surviving. I walked past my 7-year-old daughter's room one night and heard her talking, but I thought nothing of it. But 2 weeks later, they let my father-in-law out of hospital and doctors were made his recovery. My daughter said she had been praying to God to help her granddad get better every night before she went to bed. We now believe in God and believe that our daughter's prayers came true." A lovely story, Gary. Well, that's all we have time day and make